Sup, fuckers? Welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. I love this game so far. It reminds me of West of Loathing so much already, and I love it. Sail, sail, sail. Going out of business. Going seems inaccurate. Yeah, it looks like they've already went. Probably nothing you want in here anyway. Right. This hobo seems wholly unperturbed by the rain. Nice weather we're having. He smiles and looks up and lets the rain splash on his face for a while. Suits me just fine, I guess. A wise man once said, the rain falls on poor men and rich men alike. Was that before umbrellas were invented, or... My name's Gus, by the way. I'm Julio. Pleased to meet you, Julio. Say, you wouldn't have a couple of meat to spare, would you? Ah, sure do. You flip Gus some meat and he beams. Thank you very much, Julio. Old Gus won't forget your kindness, you bet. Take her easy, Gus. Let's go. There's nothing in that direction except the road you arrived on, and walking all the way back there probably isn't going to be use of your time right now. You know, fuck you, too. I didn't want to walk there anyway. Cola Wars Surplus. This army surplus store is closed for the night. Murray's Antiques. The bell over the door jangles as you walk into Murray's Antiques. Wait, Murray. Murray. Ah. Who's Murray? There's a guy named Murray. Who was it? Or, I don't know. Oh, hi, you must be Julio. We don't get many customers at this time of night. Or at all, really. That's me. You were expecting me. Yeah, Murray didn't say much about you, but he gave me the letter. He gave me that letter to mail. My name's Jessica. Oh, geez, you're soaking wet. Come on in, and I'll give you a towel. You talk over the counter, trying not to drip on any vintage bric-a-brac as Jessica grabs a threadbare bath towel from a shelf and pulls the tag off before tossing it to you. Oh, Murray, it's the uncle. The uncle. I don't know why that took so long. Thanks, is Uncle Murray here? His letter wasn't very specific. He isn't. You said that in kind of an ominous way. Where is he? I wish I knew. He had a line on another artifact and said it was gonna be a tough one. I told him he should get some backup, but he wasn't willing to wait. He just wrote that letter and told me to mail it if he didn't come back. Is there something I'm missing here? This is an antique shop, right? You make trying to talk Great Aunt Ruthie into selling her mother's Chesterfield sound like a deadly spy mission. Yeah, this is gonna take some explaining. Well, I'm definitely intrigued now. We don't have a lot of time just now, but follow me and I'll give you a quick sketch. Okay. Jessica leads you into a back room furnished with some desks and some strange-looking machinery. Welcome to our back office, the hub of our little operation. I'm guessing by operation you're talking about something other than antiques. Well, yes and no. See, a few years ago, Murray found out that there's a bunch of antiques circulating that are, well, hinky. Would be a real... What the fuck does hinky mean? Murray called them tainted, dark magic, real bad mojo, you know, cursed. Are you serious? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, for a second I thought you were making bathtub gin or something. It's no joke. That's what our real job is here. The antique store is just, well, not exactly a front. We find a lot of regular antiques too, and selling them keeps us in scratch. But really, we're trying to hunt down all these evil doodads and neutralize them so nobody gets hurt. And Uncle Murray went out to get one and never came back. That's the long and short of it, yep. What do you say, are you in? Absolutely, I'm always up for a crazy adventure. Great! You hear the shop door opening, and after a moment, a goblin pokes her head into the office. Hello? Hello? Oh, hey, that's swell timing. Hey, Gabby! Murray's sister's kid showed up. Come meet him. Hi. Hi, hello, the pleasure is all Gabby's. Gabby, would you be a dear and carry his luggage to Murray's room and grab some blankets and stuff out of the cupboard? He can sleep there till we find Murray. You've gotten it! Gabby picks up your suitcase and carries it through a door in the back of the room. Great, I could really use some sleep. A white cat is snoozing on an old towel. What's this cat's name? Calliope. Calliope. Calliope? 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 Calliope. That sounds good. Murray got her a couple years ago. Scratched behind the cat's ears. Why doesn't Calliope like me? She'll warm up eventually. Try giving her some sardines. She loves those. Do you have any sardines? No, we're all out. You can get some more tomorrow. They have them at the Cola War surplus store next door. All right. A modern radio stands here in defiance of the concept of antiques. You cannot even hazard a guess as to what this contraption does. Nobody has to. Hey, Jessica. Whose desk is this? Charles Wallace, our handyman. He's up fixing a leak on the roof right now, but he'll be back later tonight. I see. You don't have time to play games right now. There's nobody you need to call right now. You're not sure what this clock is telling, but it sure isn't time. This desk is a mess. This desk is a mess. Fuck me. Whose desk is this? Murray's. I keep nagging him to straighten it up before someone bumps into it and we have to call the National Guard to dig them out of the avalanche. With curve-proof shovels and a squad of exorcists handy. Anyway, best not to mess with it. Will do. Won't. This is your new bedroom, apparently. You can hear Gabby bustling around in there, making the bed and such. Go in. Hang on a sec, you can't go to sleep yet. I'm pretty sure I can. I bet I could do it right here while I'm still standing up. Well, I hate to spring this on you, but there's something we need you to do before the night's over. Wow, mission already. You know those cursed artifacts I was talking about? Since info on them is so sketchy, we've been working on a machine that can detect them with radio waves. I call it the Detectotron 1000. We've just gotten it up and running since Murray left, and it's turned out there's a tainted thing particularly right on our doorstep. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, it's not great. I was gonna have Gabby go get it. That's why she came over tonight, but since you turned up out of the blue, guess there's no time like the present. I am probably not exaggerating when I say there is literally no time except for the present. What? As in, there might not be a future. You don't have far to go. It's just down the other end of the block. If the readings are right, there's a newspaper office that got shut down earlier this year. It should be in there. Well, Gabby will go with you. She's good in a fight. A fight? Hell yeah! Yeah, well, hopefully it won't come to that, but you never know. Hey, Gabby! Gabby reappears with an expectant grin. Go to the newspaper office with Julio and help him get that hat, okay? Okay. Gabby is ready for an action. Let's mosey. Make an excited sigh. Ah! All right, fine. You said it's a hat? A cursed hat? According to the readout, yeah, a men's fedora, probably. And I'm supposed to what? Just break it in and take it? Well, not break in exactly. I managed to finagle a spare key out of the guy at the realtor's office. I'm pretty sure that it still counts as breaking and entering. You'll be in and out, and back here, and in bed before you know it. Sweet, let's do this. I miss Gary. Now I got Gabby. Ugh. Oh, don't do that to Gabby. How you doing, Gabby? It's the beanies, Julio. How'd you get mixed up with Murray and the whole antique store deal, Gabby? It coincided. Gabby was looking just at old clothes and heard over Murray and Jessica talking about a mysterious thing to get. It had an adventure smell. Then Murray said, "We're gonna need some muscle for this." And then Gabby says, Gabby has several muscles, strong ones, and that was what it was. Gabby has been helping since then. You know, Gabby, it's been a few years since I spent time in Ocean City, but I don't remember it being this run down. That is a true thing to say. It used to be much more clean and shiny. What happened? The economy's terrific everywhere else in the country. No ideas! Economics is not the house Gabby keeps my wheels in. Let's go. It's all of the berries. I think the store sells broken glass and drafts. And this building was perfectly solid. Maybe it's just the people renting it that were condemned. This trash's reach has succeeded. Can's grasp. Given the current conditions, dark and stormy, you probably shouldn't wander into any alleys. The Ocean City Watchful Eye. Okay, time to bust in here and find a weird cursed hat. Let's go! Oh, hey, it's one of those new Arcane Press news feeds things. High tech. Babe Ruth gets haircut. Barbara says you'd think you could have left a better tip. Second edition of Principia Mathematica published. We still cannot understand a word of this, says the local children. Charles Lindbergh cooks stew. Onlookers report it smells like it might be beef or maybe lamb. Severe storm causes trolley disaster. Prevents 5 other trolley disasters. Prohibition agents confiscate 40 barrels of wine. 10 cheese wheels and some nice fresh honeycomb also seized. Today's list of banned dances: the chutney slider, the dirty blitz, and the upside down tango. Parisian bards declare independence, claim debauched tavern is a sovereign city-state. There's a half-finished letter in the typewriter. The letter reads, Reginald, I think Burgess is onto us. We've gotten careless. In fact, maybe I shouldn't be typing this out as a letter instead of just talking to you in person. Why am I doing this? Meet me under the water cooler this afternoon. Ah, crap. Here comes Burgess with a pink slip. Sincerely. It doesn't say who it's from. The writer must have gotten fired before they could type their name. Also, under the water cooler. What's that all about? Where's the water cooler? It's a big, heavy water cooler. And it's got something to hide. Why is it bigger than... Why is it bigger than the fucking... Why? What date would you like to look at the archives for? October 14, 1908. You find something interesting. Tragic accident certain to have no consequences. Tragedy occurred yesterday evening when Hiram O'Crollins, owner of the first mass-produced commercial automobile registered in the state, accidentally struck and killed the state's first hitchhiker, i.e., a person standing on the side of the road attempting to solicit transportation from passing motorists. Fortunately for Mr. Collins, the notion that vengeful spirits of the dead might haunt the places of this demise in murderous phantasmagoric rage has been rejected by modern science as rather unlikely, wouldn't you say? There's a little bit of very, very old coffee left in his percolator. Poured in a cup. Nasty old coffee. A few months ago, somebody decided this coffee wasn't good enough to drink. You apparently disagree with that decision. There's half a finished document on this typewriter. Government corruption at all-time high. The government has once again slashed funding to city services and social programs, citing waste, but without offering any supporting figures or explaining where the funds have been relocated to. Additionally, anonymous sources report It cuts off abruptly, maybe as a result of the pink slip next to the typewriter. Read the slip. Curtis, if I've told you once, I've told you 100 times. Not enough people buy the paper anymore to keep the lights on in this joint. Electricity is expensive because it's very recent innovation. As such, fully half of your salary is paid by government subsidies. This is to say that the hand that feeds you is a hand that you keep biting. We go way back, buddy, but you've given me no choice. Clean out your desk and scram. Oh my god. Robson, first Hendon, then Carver. Who's next? Venable says it's Burgess. Comes for him. He's going to karate chop his desk in half. Sincerely, Curtis. P.S. What's a karate? Tucker, I got you a bottle you wanted. I stuck it under the water cooler where Burgess can't find it and rattles out to the prohies. Back. Under the water cooler, eh? Surely it's not still there, but it couldn't hurt to check. There's a pink slip on this desk. Hendon, I'm not paying you to publish cockamamie schemes. There are conspiracy theories. In fact, I'm not paying you at all anymore. Clean out your desk and hit the road. P.S. Do you like the word cockamamie that I used that there? It's a slang term I coined. It means ridiculous and implausible. I think it's really going to catch on. Oh, cufflinks. The left one is engraved, always check, and the right one says, your sources. It really makes you think. No, it says, Robinson, first... Oh, wait. Oh, I already read that. You see a thin 3-ring binder on his desk. Oh, alright. Pneumatic Tube System Operation Manual. This is a reference manual for a citywide network of pneumatic tubes. Looks like the eye had some state-of-the-art delivery infrastructure. There's a crumpled up pink slip on his desk. I don't know why I started talking like that. Carver, I can't believe I have to tell you this, but it is against company policy for an employee to steal the printing press. You are fired. You are so fired. I need a new phrase to describe it. I'm giving you the axe, and if I see your face in here again, I will both give you the axe and set you on fire. Grover Burgess, editor-in-chief. P.S. How did you even lift it? You must have had, what, 5 accomplices? Unbelievable. You make a middle note to never pick a fight with this Carver person. The drawer on this one is slightly ajar. Ew, you got an item. Nasty old leftovers. You don't know what went into this bag, but you know what? The only thing that's ever going to come out of it is a congealed mess of foul goo. Reduce an enemy's muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 3. Looks like Venable made good on his threat. Nothing. Venables must have taken all his stuff out before smashing it. There's still some water in there. They should really provide cups for this. You got an island full of clean water. Didn't know even a container. Cure an ally who is on fire. Alright. Let's go with my options. Pacifist mode? Grays out dialogue options that would result in combat. This option is haunted. Oh. Show in-game time. Show days. Arachnophobia. You won't encounter any spiders. Arachnophilia. You won't encounter so many spiders. All combat sounds will be replaced with spider noises. You encountered so many spiders. It's a calendar from 11 years ago. Take a closer look. There's a huge black skull scrawled on July 22nd, 1917. Huh, what happened on July 22nd, 1917? It's the control panel for the pneumatic tube system. The control panel has a green button, a red button, a big lever, a knob with a bunch of letters on it, and a series of colored lights that are all currently off. Consult the manual. Push the green power on button. Pull the pump. Okay, so green lever. So push green button. The green button makes a satisfying click and you hear a motor stirring up somewhere. Pull the lever. It's glowing on the console. If the red indicator light is on, set the suction adjust dial to A. If the blue indicator light is on, set the suction adjust dial to E. If the green indicator light is on, set the suction adjust dial to D. What? The lever with a very pleasing makes a satisfying click. A yellow light is glowing on the console. Turn the knob. So red is A, blue is E, and green is D. So that means yellow is C. Roy G. Biv. I did it! Let's go! Well, someone's gotten to get some very strange... Well, someone's going to get some very strange mail. And how? What were those things anyway, and what were they doing down here? Were they trying to start an underwater newspaper? That wouldn't work. The ink would smear. Alright. This must be the hat Jessica wanted to recover. Take it! You got an item. Terribly cursed fedora. A simple black felt fedora. It doesn't look cursed, but it has a palpable aura of menace about it. Nothing good can come of this. An ominous, vaguely person-shaped stain on the ground. Old man, old cover. It's an underground press. Literally, there's still newspaper left on it. Take the paper. It's an underground press. Literally, there's still newspaper left in it. Underground newspaper. This is printed in a secret underground newspaper office. Okay. Where is it? Read it. It's more of a manifesto, specifically calling out the government's suppression of the local newspaper and the importance of the free press. There's also an ambush. Oh, there's also an amusing but puzzling cartoon about a dog arresting a mouse for throwing a brick at a cat's head, but the cat didn't seem to mind. All right. I'm so tempted to wear the fedora. What happens? What happens if you wear the fedora? Is this bad? I don't know. So, 1917. Okay, look through them. You find something interesting. The top story from the date is the Ocean City Comptroller's passing of an overly complicated sidewalk right-of-way policy that outlawed street-side newspaper vending machines and limited the maximum allowed width of a newsstand to 4 feet. The story continues to say that Watchful Eye management raised concerns about loss of revenue, and the comptroller made a vague promise to divert city funds to make up for any future shortfall. Looks like it worked out great for everybody. I found a hat. I guess it's the one you meant. It looks like, it doesn't look unusual, although. Yeah? Well, it does creep me out a bit. I can't really put my finger on why. I know what you mean. Feels kind of like you have a headache, except you don't actually. More like a feeling of dread, like something terrible is about to happen. But I don't know what it is yet. Well, that is definitely not related to the fact that I need you to take that hat and go sit in the machine over there. What? Why? That's our uncursing machine. Gotta get the curse off that hat, right? Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense, but, what? Can we just put the hat in the machine? Why do I need to be involved? Because the machine needs a mind to guide the uncursing process. Together, you'll lift the curse from the hat and transform it into a sort of allegoric dream space that the machine can transfix. Huh? Sorry, I know it's a lot. Let me rephrase. The uncursing machine uses your subconscious mind to drive a wedge between an item and its curse. The item is cleansed relatively easily, but that doesn't negate the curse fully. Once separated from the item, the machine stores the curse and allows you to physically project into it to try and resolve the metaphorical scenario at the core of its existence. That's where things can get a little weird. Yeah, I know it sounds crackers, but you'll just have to give it a try and understand. Huh? Okay. Who are you? You must be Charles Wallace. I'm Julio. That I am. Pleased to meet you, Julio. What do you do around here? Oh, you're general handyman sort of stuff. I keep the lights on and the water running. Built the detectatron and the uncursing machine, too. Wow, that's some really high-tech wizardry. Ah, it's nothing really. Let me ask you something. How does that weird uncursing machine work? Oh, I only built the thing. I can't begin to tell you how it works. The innards are all wired to its little porcelain cat figurine that Murray found somewhere. You built it! In a real traditional sense, yep. Anything I can help you with? Nothing right now. Fuck. You sit in the chair and which is surprisingly comfortable, and pull the weird metal dome thing down over your head. What would you like to uncurse today? The terribly cursed fedora. No sooner have you sat down than the machine, with a hiss, positively whiffs the fedora straight up into the dome. That hat rattles around in there angrily like a snake in a cement mixer, and after a good loud minute, flops limp and wet into your lap. Whatever ominous energy once possessed the terribly cursed hat is gone. It is now simply a terrible hat. You've got an item, uncursed fedora, but the curse itself still lives, transfixed as a dreamlike construct within the machine. Now, how do I get rid of that curse? See, curses are like energy, Julio. They can't be created or destroyed, only changed. Can't remember who said that. Isaac Newton? Newman? Newman, yeah. That machine knows how to take a curse from one object and put it on itself. But as for how you change a curse, well, I don't know. That's some higher consciousness, spiritual stuff. Don't know much about that, and more of a Newman sort of guy. The Fedora's curse bounces around the innards of his machine, daring you to come project your conscience inside of it. Sounds safe, I'll do it. Fedoral Reserve. Rest now, I'll find in thy mordrer a tree felled before its time, a ground stained with sin. Et in Arcadia ego, even in Arcadia there is death. Even in paradise there is a killer. Huh. What? Thou know who I am and why I am here. Aye, Cutter, there has been a Mordre. What knowest thou of Mordre? That I did not do the Mordre, and that is all. What mo have thee for me? Only this, I am one of 3 brothers. One of us always tellins the truth. One of us always lies, and the third of us does not speak in it all, but honks. If I find in thee a liar, there is no thing I can do to save in thee. Aye, Cutter, thou art servant of the wood. Blessed be her branches. Big power in the wood this day, Cutter. Aye, a tree has fallen in the forest and has made a sin, but not me a sinner, that I assure thee. Thou claim to be without sin? None of us is without sin, but mine do not run to Mordre. Then whose look for my brother? Lead me not astray. Thy brother speckens of 3 brothers. Thy brother speckens of 3 brothers, one who always lies, one who always tells the truth, and one who does not specken at all, but honks. What specken thee of this? This is fairy talk. No thing has honkin' in this land since Mother Duck laid the big egg. No honkin' since then? No sire. So I was gonna say you're the one that lies. Are you the one that honks? Something is rotten in the wood, Cutter. I am Mordre. With perversions at its source, speak to me of perversions. I have no thing to say, for I do not tarry with thee. What do thou talon me? I am troubled by the murder, but if it I know nothing. I warn thee, my forgiveness makes no room for liars. Thou will do what thou must, Cutter. I have. Oh my god, this is gonna give me a fucking stroke. Ugh. Okay. Thou will do what thou must, Cutter, I have no doubt. Aye, now make like a tree. Oh, what? I find in thee a liar and a mordrer. Thy brother specken of 3 brothers. One who always lies, one who always tells the truth, and one who does not specken at all, but honks. What specken thee of this? I do not honkin, sir, I swear upon it. Never has thou honkin? Never, never, 'tis a sin in mine eyes. Specken to first try. Thou lie about honkin. I also say I am one of the 3 brothers. One of us always tells the truth, one of us always lies, and a third of us does not specken at all, but honks. Thou lie about honkin. What say? Thy brother honkin not. Thou wouldst lie to the Cutter of the wood. Thou wouldst do murder in the wood. Aye, thou hast the right of it. I sought only to distract in thee, whilst I make in my escape. Goodbye, Cutter. Do not run from me, tree. Thou do not run? Nay, I growen. In 100 years I will hath grown so tall and strong, thine axe will never fall in me. And wait, what? No, that's not you. You don't talk like that. Dark thoughts of trees, axes, and bloody sap cling to your skin. You shake them off like dreadful cobwebs. You're not sure what just happened, but as you turn over the formerly terribly cursed fedora in your hands, you feel confident that the curse, which plagued this starchy little felt thing, is finally gone for good. You put the hat back on, it nearly sparkles now. Upgrade! Now, all you've got to do is reckon with is whether you're the kind of guy who goes around wearing a fedora. It'll do. How'd it go? It worked, I guess. Great, what's it like? I had some kind of crazy dream. There was a woodcutter, that was me, I guess, and these talking trees, and some of them had sinned? You know what? Never mind. Some kind of crazy dream is plenty for me. Okay, good. I'm going to bed. There's a shelf for knickknacks and tchotchkes. There's an old rag doll on the top shelf. Must have been left by the previous tenant. Walk away from the shelf. Lots of empty space in here. You should try to acquire a bunch of random crap to clutter it up with. Television set. You heard of these. Turn it on. Unfortunately, no shows have been invented yet. Oh, fuck! Finally, time to get unpacked and get some sleep. Ah, what the heck? You stamp out the flames, but it's a total loss. Everything you own has been reduced to ash. Everything? Everything except, bizarrely, the stamp of Murray's letter. You got an item stamped from Murray's letter. The stamp from the letter Murray wrote you as the only survivor of the luggage inferno. It got a picture of a cute dog on it. Weirdly, it isn't even charred. That's weird. Sleepy time. All right. A dream about school. It's a poster of my favorite literary ghost. Lots of people in this hallway, it seems. Talk to one of them. Hello. Hello. How's it going? Do you know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. I'm sorry, I don't know. It's alright, I'll figure it out eventually. Hello. Hello. How's it going? Do you remember which locker? Oh, I'm sorry. Alright. Investigate. Check the first one. Thriving colony of ants. Second one. Second locker is full of peanut butter. Third one. The third locker contains a tiny shrine to Babe Ruth. Check the fourth one. The fourth locker is empty. Check the fifth one. The fifth locker is filled with cookbooks, but they're all in French. Check the sixth one. The sixth locker opens onto the vast, uncaring emptiness of space. You slam it shut quickly so as not to suffocate. Check the seventh one. There isn't a seventh one. Okay, fine. I said check the seventh one. I said there are only 6 lockers. Check the seventh locker now! Okay, geez, you look in the seventh locker. It's filled with old school papers. Look at the papers. They've all got your name on them. They're your papers. Read one. How I Spent My Summer by Julio Garvnarski, age 6. The summer I visited my Uncle Murray. Uncle Murray is funny. He knows magic. I had fun time with Uncle Murray. The end. Look under the papers. Underneath the pile of school papers you find... you got an item. Overdue library book. Nice faces you got there. Do you know which locker is mine? I can't remember which locker is mine. It's the seventh one. Okay. Franz Garfunculus III. Hello there, you must be. She flips to a book on her desk. Ah, here we are, Garvnarski, Julio Garvnarski. Who's asking? I'm your academic advisor. It's time for you to choose your class. But I dropped out. In real life, certainly. You must, however, choose a class. Okay. Now then, it looks like there are 3 classes for you to choose from. There's Advanced Kicking and Throwing. This class is for pig skinners. Then we have Overview of Curd Conjuring. This class is the Cheese Wizards. And finally, Weird Time Signatures 504. This course is for jazz agents. I want to be a jazz agent! Master of syncopation and improvisation. Jazz agents use their rhythm and moxie to move through the world in style. In combat, they attack with subtlety, weakening their enemies and stacking the odds in their favor over time. That sounds like what I want. Oh, I'm a fucking jazz agent. Hell yeah. Right, you're a jazz agent. The name's Garvnarski, Julio Garvnarski. Now then, there's just the minor matter of your minor. It looks like you've already completed it, but it doesn't say what you studied. I minored in crypto botany. My minor was applied insectology. I minored in the psychology of rocks. Oh, crypto botany. Ah, cryptobotanist, so you're an expert in all the manner of plant-based arcana. No. Applied insectology. Ah, an insectologist, so you're an expert on the bugs and the birds and the bees and such. No. Psychology of rocks. Ah, a psychologiologist. a psychogeologist. So you know a lot about rocks and gems and their hopes and dreams. Totally. Well, with that, I believe you're done. Feel free to wake up and go about your day. How would I go about doing that? She smiles and points at the door on the right side of the screen. I mean the right side of the dream. Just through that door. Thanks. What if I keep going right? Ah, the abyss. You gaze into it for days. Let's go! You awake feeling surprising and refreshed. Yesterday's adventures leaving you none the worse for wear. Your effects reset each day. Ah. Morning, Julio. How'd you sleep? Wait, why are you still wearing those wet clothes? All my other clothes burned up in a freak luggage fire. Ah, geez, that's weird and unfortunate. You seem less surprised by it than I would expect. Ah, we've kind of gotten accustomed to weird and unfortunate stuff happening around here. You could pick out some clothes from the shop out front if you don't mind looking like someone's dusty old grandpa. I'll be right. Thanks anyway. Well, once you've got the sleep out of your eyes, I've got another mission for you. Another cursed thing. Yeah, I've had my eye on it for a while, but it keeps moving around. Mostly the readings put it at the local speakeasy at the back of an alley. At the other end of the block. The artifact isn't there right now, but that's where I'd start looking. Maybe you can pick up some clues. Okay, what am I looking for? It appears to be a watch of some kind, a pocket watch, or maybe a wristwatch. I can't be certain. A watch in the speakeasy in the alley. Got it. Anything else? You'll need the password for the speakeasy. It's Fiddlesticks. Also, let me give you this to-do list. It's enchanted to always show you whatever's written on the chalkboard here. Pretty neat trick. There's some meat or for expenses too. The army surplus next door should have anything you need in case things get rough. That's ominous, but thanks. Have you lived in Ocean City long, Gabby? Oh yes, all of Gabby's life is here. Gabby's great-great-great-grand Gabby came and popped just some blocks from over there, or to popping, as they would say. Haha. Wow, so your family's been here for quite a while, huh? Yes, 14 years. What about you? Hey, good to see you up. We've had quite a morning already. See the bookshelf over there? Just bought it up. It's a real rare find, Julio. Came from a 17th century cargo ship, the Muskflower. Well, that's quite a provenance for a bookshelf. Yeah, it was the ship's wheel. Captain brought the Muskflower out of dock, couldn't steer, drove it into a starfish. Whole thing sank instantly. Anyways, anything I can help you with? Nothing right now, Charles. Chapter 1. Woo! Welcome to Ocean City. Can I get run over? Hey! Stop! Why can't I get run over? Check it out. You've weaved between various trash cans and piles of uncanned trash until you reach serious-looking doors. Knock. A little panel slides open near the top of the door, and narrowed eyes regard you through it. Password. Fiddlesticks. Okay, come on in, but you better not be a pro high. I don't even know what a pro-y is. Oh, a prohibition. I sucked you two up into a vacuum. Motherfucker's playing the spoon. I loves hitting these spoons together. A spittoon! Maybe you can ask the bartender about it some other time. Welcome to Oliver's Place. My name's Julio. Whatever you say, baby. Are you the owner? Oh, heck no. I'm Fancy Dan, the cocktail man. Pleased to meet you, Dan. Hey, have you, do you happen to know what time it is? Perhaps because you have a watch on you? Sorry, baby. The only one around here who carries a pocket watch is the owner, Oliver Gluck. Oh. He gives the best goddamn blowjobs in town, I tell you what. He was the inventor of the Gluck Gluck 3000. You better fucking respect this man. I swear to God, ain't nobody like him. He left about an hour ago to pick up our latest shipment of hooch. From whom, baby? Better I was Fancy Dan the cocktail man. I was Fancy Dan the English teacher. Sorry, from whom? From the mob guys. We always get it from. Yeah, keep asking questions. It's gonna sound real good on you. The old refrigerator factory. I see. How do I get there? Thanks. Oh, haha, wrong napkin here. He takes the napkin back and grabs a different one with a couple of icons scrawled on it. Take the napkin. Napkin? Ocean City napkin map. We're here behind Murray's store on Plunkett Street, so if you go out of the alley and then head straight over the edge of the napkin, you can't miss the factory. Now, you now have a map of the area. You can open it by clicking the icon. Thanks, Dan. Don't mention it, baby. Want a drink for the road? First one's on the house. Sure. What do you have to drink around here? Beer. I'll have a beer then. Bottoms up. You drank the beer. You've had better beer. You've definitely had worse beer. Beer buzz. Have another drink. Oh, never mind. Oh, god damn, look at him go to town on those fucking spoons. This lady seems to be dancing to a different song than the other people. This guy doesn't care about anything except the bass line. Oh my god, he's throwing it back. This guy has been infected with Charleston fever. Oh, hell yeah, throw it back. The player piano trills a tune. This lady is making ethereal music with spirit-filled glasses. These people are obviously on a first date, so you shouldn't bother them. Wait, aren't those the fishermen from the Watchful Eye basement? You're so used to not thinking about where things go once you put them in a tube. Say hello. Hey, remember me from the tube? Beat it, bud. We're off the clock. I didn't realize you could talk. I can talk about anything you like. Dickens, Flaubert, the Brontes. What can you tell me about Dickens? I think his books are too long. What can you tell me about Flaubert? I think his books are too long. What can you tell me about Brontes? I think their books are too long. What books are the right length? None. Okay, this is helpful. Enjoy your drinks. No! Don't bother him. He's bouncing. A milky-eyed sot. Talk to him. He turns his head towards you and smiles. Buy him a drink. After a few moments and a few sips, he clears his throat and speaks. The lake is deep enough to drown dreams, but not the sins of the grandfather. Okay. Ah, okay. I'll just wander around first. A bedraggled hobo shuffles up to you with a hat in his hands. Excuse me, mister. Don't mean to trouble you. My name's Opie Nicholson, and I was wondering if you might have any meat you could spare. Just 3 meat for a cup of joe to warm these old bones. Well, wait, what's in that sack you're holding? Old bones, like I said. Not today. Sure, here you go. Thank you kindly, mister. You're a real saint, so you're... No problem. You encounter a hobo who is sauntering down the sidewalk with a bindle over his shoulder, whistling a jaunty tune. Well, hey there, fella. Aren't you Julio? I'm Archie Jackson. Hi. How'd you know my name? Oh, we hobos are tight-knit little community. When someone's been helping us out, word gets around. Well, that's nice. A little creepy, but nice on balance. Why don't you come visit our camp? We'd glad to have you. Where is it? Well, you just head down 12th Street till you see the lot where the old hardware store used to be, and then you take a... You know what? This will be simple if I just mark it on your map for you. Yes, please. You take a pencil stub and marks a cluster of little boxes on your map. Come on by any old time. Sure. Ocean City Hobo Camp. Bid him adieu. Alright. These folks look like they're here for some serious business. Try to make a deal. Well there, buddy. This is a private property. Club members only. Yeah, like you said, club members only. What kind of club is it? It's a fraternal order of people who bribed us more. A fop bum. It's the fraternal order of people who bribed us more than we're earning as gate guards. Fop Bumegg. Fop Bumegg? I've never heard of it. How do I join? What are you, thick? I'd have thought it was obvious, pal. You give us meat. How much? 500. Yeah, 500 meat. Clancy, I told you to knock off that repeating business. How am I supposed to come up with that kind of meat? Would you take 300? Would you take 100? Would you take a beating instead? You can try panhandling with the old bums over in Goldway Park. Where's that? Just north and west of here. You can't miss it. Wait, you can't miss? Yeah, you can't miss it. For the love of my Clancy, dry up. A toll booth was obviously stolen and dragged here. Read it. You didn't feel like reading it when you were in grade school, and you don't feel like reading it now. Okay, then. So I need 5 mysticality to get the handgun's tail unlocked. Do I have any? Nope. Let's go to the hobo camp. So you're walking. Gabby strikes up. As you're walking, Gabby strikes up a conversation. So are you new in Ocean City? Your first time, is it? Your first time at it? That's right, yeah. What things have you got of it? Well, to be honest with you, it seems a little run down. Yes, Gabby understands you. It is much nicer before an economy happened. Lots of people, very excitement. Oh, have you seen the boardwalk yet? It's like a cat wearing pajamas. What? It has games there and future teller. Well, that does sound like a cat wearing pajamas. It's Howie, the hobo you met in the boxcar last night. Hey there, Howie, how's it going? Well, hey, if it isn't Julio, nice to see you again. Looks like the rumor you heard about a hobo camp turned out to be on the level. Oh, sure, the old hobo code is pretty trustworthy as a general rule. You're pretty good on the harmonica, Howie. Thanks, you want to know my secret? Sure. Have only one hobby and all the time in the world to practice it. Oh, yeah. This guy is in a state of washboard-induced ecstasy. It just looks like he's jacking off behind the washboard. This dude is going straight to town behind that washboard. Wow, you're really going to town on that washboard. Yep, I love the fast staccato rhythm it makes. It is pretty good. I bet someday there'll be fancy electrical machines that do it really good. Till then, though. Folks call me Washi, by the way. Hi, Washi, I'm Julio. Actually, I've got nothing to ask. Sorry about that. Hey, no problem. Here. This guy's really jazzing up the place. Howdy. They call me 52 Teeth Thompson, or just 52 for short. Huh. Is that because of the 52 white keys on a piano? Nope. Wow, it's lucky that they happened to find a piano for the camp. Oh, I brought this baby with me. On foot. How? Well, it took a few trips. Due to supply chain difficulties, the grub car is currently BYOG. Condiments are still available to camp residents. Cryptography? A hobo is flipping through a worn book, occasionally stopping to check the strange machine next to him and pencil some notes in the margins. Talk to him. Hi there. Oh, hello, you must be new here. I don't think I've seen you around here. Yeah, my name's Julio. Pleased to meet you. I'm Letters McCabe. Is there anything I can assist you with? Why did they call you Letters? Well, I'm an expert in microcryptography, aka hobo code. Are you familiar with it? Nope. What's that? It's a system of pictographic elements that can be written unobtrusively on walls or carved into fence posts, etc. They're traditionally used by hobos to leave messages for other hobos, to mark a house where the occupants are charitable, for instance, or to warn a vicious guard dog, that sort of thing. I'm working on expanding the system for more general communication purposes. That's pretty interesting. Is there anything I can assist you with? What's the book you're reading? It's a hobo code manual. I can teach you the basics if you'd like. Sure, that sounds useful. You spend 10 minutes or so going over the basics of hobo codes with Letters. He teaches you some of the most common glyphs. If you'd like to know more, just ask any hobos you meet. They're honor bound to assist new learners. That's the hobo code. Neat, thanks. Hobo literacy. Is there anything I can assist you with? I'm good. See you later. A ratty old shoebox is sitting in the corner. All shoes, you're welcome to them. Take them. Woohoo! You try to pick up the box, but can barely lift it. Geez, what kind of shoes are these? Hand-me-down boots. They've been passed from hobo to hobo for generations. Probably about 50 pounds of metal reinforcements on them by now. You got an item heavy boots. Weigh your feet down. Wow! Please tell me I'm not wearing those right now. It's a teletype machine that we salvaged when we shut down one of the local post office branches for cutbacks. We've patched into the local telegraph network so we can communicate with some of the other hobo communities. Neat. This is a hobo lady that you haven't met yet. Talk to her. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there, dearie. I don't believe we've been introduced. I'm Veronica. Hi, I'm Julio. Can I offer you a cup of tea? It's homegrown, so to speak. You found tea leaves around here? Just about any leaves can be tea leaves with the right attitude. I'm fine. Thanks, though. I like your hat. Thank you. I grew it myself. The flowers? The whole thing. I'm trying to grow some socks as well, but they're much trickier. I can imagine. Can you teach me any hobo code? Certainly, dear. In fact, I think I still have many notes from when I was learning it myself. She rifles through her handbag for a moment and hands you an old sheet of notebook paper with some squiggly glyphs written on it. Hobo code knowledge increased. Thanks. This hobo's wearing a handmade tinfoil crown. Hello, you must be the Hobo King. A crown gave it away, I presume. Yep. Well, you are absolutely correct. I am the Hobo King, though to foster a more familial air, I permit any subject to call me Johnny. Well, nice to meet you, Johnny. I'm Julio. What can I do for you, Julio? I got a question. Where are you from? Hoboken. Are you fucking serious? Of course you are. Can you teach me some hobo code? Yes, according to the hobo code, I am, of course, obliged to assist. But first, let me test you. Convince me of your worthiness, and I will grant you a boon. Bamboozle, and 3 moxie. I don't have bamboozle. Excuse me there, my good chap. Might you have a match on your person? I am afraid not. Well, that just won't do. What if you should have cause to set... What if you should have cause to set something alight in the future? Here, take one of mine. Man tips his hat to you and scurries off before you can thank him. What a strange exchange. Alright, well, that'll do it for this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am. So far, it's giving me just the same vibes that West of Loathing was giving me. A little less combat so far, though. Maybe that's just the way I'm playing it. I don't know. But I will be playing this again later, and I am happy to. This is delightful so far. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Check out Crippless Mind on Spotify, YouTube Music, or just about any other music streaming platform. And as per usual,